It's time for the AFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Miami. It's the Steelers and the Dolphins, and it's all up next.
Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well.
And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A full recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. And on a stage of this magnitude, the conference championship, so many early game jitters can happen, so that scores a big relief to a coach.
Yeah, no one wants to mention that in the locker room before the game. No one says, hey, don't fumble or don't do this because you don't want negative thoughts. That's why getting out to a good start is so huge for everyone. The first score in the conference title game, massive.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So not only the coffin, but then the pickup on the inside, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
Murray now on first down. He'll get this off to Taylor. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They fake the handoff, now Murray. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. They'll give him 4 yards there, and now it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And, Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Murray going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this will stay at a 7-point game. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
And out come the Dolphins now. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. First carry here for Ken Walker. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Blankenship's kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So a nice kick there as they're able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Whenever you're sitting in the range, that way if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And the Steelers set to take the field. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Murray, that's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, that pass complete to Moore. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 44 yards rushing now in the opening quarter of this AFC Championship game.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Murray now. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Now Murray. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Murray now to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Every time I see speed off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I don't think they would be called for holding every play. Maybe they should have been called for holding on every.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the defensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
It's up how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. He'll look to throw. And he hits the tight end. It's Davis. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Now a draw play. It's Walker. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll drop the throw. He'll get this to Lazard. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Running left is Walker. Down to about the 37. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Now back to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. On 2nd down, it's Walker. Then he'll get it down this time to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And finding Davis here, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. 2nd and 9 now. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he will find Davis. That's complete. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So that one on target, and it adds to this first-half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls get through goalposts.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. 2 yards they lost, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Gregory Rousseau drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it...
The ball is free. Taylor lost it.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Throwing again, Murray. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They're going to look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
It's taken to the 26. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
The Steelers taking over now late in this first half.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down.
Murray. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Murray now on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Now Murray again.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Steelers. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship.
And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll have the Dolphins first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. They'll set up a throw.
Well, he brings it in off the deflection. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
I know from experience, partner, all they've been talking about is if we can just make one play, get our hands on the ball one time, we can change this game.
They almost did. That was a dangerous throw.
And instead, it goes against them one more time. Let's see if they can hang in there and not lose control mentally.
Back to throw again. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
Oh, able to avoid him. Then he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
60 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to Walker on 1st down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
And going right back to Walker.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Justin Jefferson.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned how slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Murray. And oh, coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
We just saw the dilemma for every coach. You want them to fight for the extra yardage, but somehow continue to cover the football. Oftentimes when you fight that hard, the ball becomes exposed.
Defensively, it's obvious they're trying to be more aggressive. First tackle a little too aggressive. Second one, though, they strip it loose.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They've got the ball in a great spot here, already inside the red zone following that fumble recovery.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They'll look to throw here.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit.
From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
So the fumble recovery hasn't set up an ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when there's a field position like they have, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. They'll find Taylor. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So, a roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around. And we know they'll be here before you know it.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the 29, Murray finding Moore on the out route for the completion. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Taylor hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he'll be taken down right around the 27. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll have a Dolphins 1st down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time. side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out the gate strong next year? Only time will tell. But they've got to find a way to use this loss and use it as motivation.